Hello, Gemini. Thank you for tuning into this week's segment. Excuse me. The question I'm asking for all signs is, what is your heart trying to tell you? For the main oracle, for the tarot cards, the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Oracle cards, I'm using Wisdom of the House of Night, and here on the back is who it's from. It's down there. In case you would like those, you could probably easily find them by their title on Amazon if you'd really like them. Okay, let's go ahead and start this. Gemini. Okay, what do we have? I got this, that seems to be pushing out, so they're all face down. I don't know why. We'll find out in a minute. Are these all upside down? No. No. One isn't. Two isn't. Two are not. These are face down though. Now you're coming in, I'm noticing, I want to make sure you can see them. The High Priestess, but she's reversed. Now, when the High Priestess is reversed, that's usually being short-sighted. That's usually kind of like, by the way, the bottom is the environment or whoever you're dealing with. The top up here is you. So when I'm getting this person here, and that's usually a person, quite frankly, when it's reversed, they're not, like, the way they're seeing a situation is jaded or it's out of focus. They're making decisions, and they feel like they're making good decisions, but the truth is the information they're basing it off of is either outdated, faulty, or incorrect. Something like that. And that's what's coming in. That's what's starting this situation. Because I feel like somebody is feeling like they're doing the right thing, but in truth, they're not. There's something very jaded and very almost prejudicial. Prejudicial? Is that a word? Prejudice? Prejudicial? It doesn't feel right. Now, that's where this is starting. This is like the kickoff. The kick of the ball onto the field. Let's try to say it and not spray it, James. Jeez. Okay. Now, you got the differences, and you got the High Priest of Fire in the center. The environment, I feel like this is more the environment, and I feel like you're watching something play out here. High Priest of Fire, Emperor reversed. There's more, like, the High Priestess and then the Emperor, like the Emperor reversed, that's not a good energy either. It's not, like, it is up over on your side, but I feel like there's faulty information, and then there's kind of like disgust at that. There's like, it's like this negative feel here that this is something improper or imbalanced. It seems to breed more imbalance over towards you. It's almost like if the masculine has been overly strong for the longest time, it's like now trying to make the feminine overly strong. It's kind of like trading one prejudice for another. It's kind of like that's how it feels. It's almost like saying these people have gotten too much power for too long, so now we're going to put it over on this side and make this side have too much power and see how long we can keep that in power. Instead of literally balancing it, because if it was in balance, we wouldn't have to keep trading it back and forth. And I feel like this side is kind of like, well, no, that's way out of balance. So let's get this side way out of balance. And then if we're both really out of balance in the opposite way, then technically it balances, right? No, not at all. Not at all. It doesn't. Because I'm getting Emperor here. It's kind of like, I feel like you're going through a bad moment. I feel like you're very offended. I almost feel like flat out offended by what's going on here, which is kind of making it recoil or return or retaliate in a way that's just creating another imbalance. There's a lot of passion with this, with the High Priestess of Fire. A lot of anger is actually what I'm feeling. And these differences, I don't feel like these differences are being worked out. I feel like this is becoming more of a problem. Okay, let's keep going because your heart's trying to tell you something, and I feel like there's another way around this. Now, soon you go from the High Priestess of Fire to the High Priestess of Water. No matter what your gender are, whoever you are watching this, I'm getting that, like, the power is seeming to, like, change. It's very interesting to me how, like, you go from a part of where people are completely out of balance, people are not agreeing at all, there's a lot of discord, disagreement, a lot of anger, arguing, differences here on this side, but what I'm afraid of is this side actually not really working through a problem, but just kind of like, well, for now, I guess I just kind of have to push it to the side. I guess I have to go back to how it was And I guess I just have to, like, even though I know I'm right, people aren't going to agree with me. So I got to kind of shelve it for now. This is bad. I don't like this. Because I feel like when I'm feeling differences pushed down, I almost feel like somebody choking down what they really think and feel. And I'm getting this obedience here. I feel like people getting along because I feel like the high priestess, who actually is trying to make a good decision, just has faulty information, feels like, for everybody to get along, I prefer everybody to get along than try to push this forward. So I'm just going to try to get along with people and try to just go along with what other people want. That way we can all get along. I'm getting the high priestess of water on your side, kind of reacting to this person trying to get along. Like, well, if they're trying to get along, well, I guess I should try to get along too. So it's almost like you're trying to, but I'm also getting like there's a lot of resentment with this. It's kind of like, better. You know that that's not how they really feel, that they're just trying to get along with you. And it's causing more resentment. The Lovers reversed is like things are not going well. You're not feeling good about this. You don't trust this person. I think the way I'm feeling about this is you think they're being fake. There's a lot of negative energy there. From this point forward, they're going to have to bring this forward again is what I'm getting. They have the Two of Coins. It's kind of like, the question is when. I feel like that's the Two of Coins being balanced. They have to balance when are they going to move this forward? When is it going to come forward again? When are they going to talk about this again? Because they do have faulty information. It is out of balance. But the question is, when will it come forward again? Because I feel like they definitely need to work through this. They need to talk this out. I feel like what your heart is saying, because of what we're going through, is like, what is your heart trying to tell you about this situation? Because this is a rough situation. Is to like step back and to try to not get upset, because I feel like it's offensive to you when this comes forward, to try to not get upset with it and to really try to get this person thinking and to really talk this out, because there is faulty or improper or something is wrong. The information that they're basing their decisions on is wrong. They need to see other angles. They need to see other observations of this. For Gemini, that's a very, very big strength of Gemini. They need you to talk this out with them in a calm manner so that they can see these other angles. They need to see these other angles, these other possibilities. You could really help this person. Because if they don't figure it out here, they're going to have to figure it out later. And if they don't figure it out later, it'll come back again another time. They're going to have to figure it out. This is not going to change until they have other ways to view it. There's a lot of like negative energy there. I don't want to say this is easy because I'm getting a lot of yawns. I'm fighting back some hiccups, which is the way my body tells me there's negative energy here. I really feel like if you're able to step back and dissociate and not get overly offended, you can help this person think this out, think a little deeper on this, so that you can work out these differences. I feel like if you're able to kind of hide like how upset you are about this, you can pull differences up here between you. And ironically, that actually serves things more. It kind of negates out the obedience, because that's not really good either. Not for nothing. If somebody's just following something just because they feel like it's what is supposed to be done, not because they believe in it, that's not really good. But if you're able to get this person talking more and create more conversations and really talk this out, they really are in a good place where they want to talk it out. They want to figure it out. They want to understand why you feel the way you do, and they explain why they feel the way they do. And when they explain they feel the way they do, that gives you a chance to really talk things out and show different angles and show different ways of looking at things. This is very much the High Priestess of Water for you. You can bring in a lot of strength here and help people see things, because they're going to want to be more compassionate about it. I don't feel like that will turn the Lover's card right side up for you, but it could make it kind of like on better terms with this person going forward. Not like best buddies. I don't see that happening, but maybe where you're kind of like, well, I kind of respect that they were at least willing to talk it out. It's going to take them a while to work it out. That's what your heart's trying to tell you, that you're actually, the reason this situation's coming towards you is because of your ability to see other angles. And by doing this, you could help this person start seeing these other angles. You could help change their mind about what they're doing and how they're viewing things. So give this person a chance, in a sense, is what they're saying, because you could help this person, and if you could help this person, that will kind of bleed off into other people as well. So that's what your heart's trying to say. Like, if you can pull yourself back, not get overly emotional about it, hopefully. Like, I'm going to say that because I'm not good at that. But I'm just saying, Gemini has a very strong way about them when it comes to like seeing other angles, and they need you for this. You need to point out other angles for them so they can have a different view of the situation and possibly change their mind over the long term. So that's the message for this one. All right, I think we're good. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, please remember to either email me at jamesforastral@gmail.com for current pricing, or I'm currently on my Instagram at James13Wicca. Just go to my Instagram. I should have it posted there what my current pricings and options are if you're interested. Thank you very much again for watching.